Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, and today we're in round 2 of the Rose Tower tournament. So, we're playing SPIKEMUTH, which is great, amazing, love the format. But we're playing against Coraline, and for those who do not know, Max D's, his name is Max D's in the community, he is a avid Pikachu user. So most likely we'll see a Pikachu here. You can see the Pikachu profile pic. I'm expecting to see a Pikachu. I think Max is really more of just a really aggressive player. I've played Max several times. I used to live in Texas, and Max does as well, and we'd play a lot. And there's the Pikachu with the Ash hat. But yeah, commonly I would play against him, and there would almost always be a Pikachu. Okay, this team looks really good for Rilla. Obviously, they got that Kartana, and they got that Serena. But yeah, this looks pretty decent. I like Trick Room a lot here. I'm afraid of Taunt. There's probably Taunt on something here. I'm going to go with like Rilla P2. I'm going to bring Incin and Sylvie on here, I think. I could also bring Urshifu. Urshifu could be decent here because there's a lot of rain. I can do a lot of damage. I'm going to go Urshifu, actually. I'm going to go Sylvie. But yeah, Max is a very aggressive player, traditionally. He was actually featured on the Pokemon stream where he beat Andrew Ding with Pikachu on an official stream. So, like, I wouldn't say Max is, like, no slouch when it comes to these tournaments. I think Max is a pretty solid player. Almost just handicapping themselves by using Pikachu a lot of the time. But we'll see. I mean, sometimes Pikachu, like, for certain teams can be really obnoxious because certain teams don't realize they're so weak to it if they're relying on stuff like Thunder Wave, or if their matchup to some of these teams involves just like electric moves, like Lightning Rod can be obnoxious. So I never want to discount Max. I always treat Max with the right amount of respect just because I have lost to them before. And Pikachu could just be obnoxious. Alright, we're going to see the Pikachu. Now we're going to see Politoed Serena lead. I think this is good for me. Boomer's faster here. I can threaten the Trick Room setup. I'm probably going to get taunted, but I can threaten the Trick Room setup. I can deal big damage to Politoed. Obviously, Queen of the Majesty is there, but I've got that drum beating, so we're chilling there. Wait, did Drizzle go before my Boomer? I think it did, right? Yeah, it did. So Politoed is faster than Boomer, which is fine. I'm afraid of like Raw Hypnosis or something. I think I'm going to try to Trick Room here. No, you know what? I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. I'm getting taunted. Let's be real. That's why they led this thing. I'm going to go for Drum Beating into Toad. I'm afraid of Toad like Scald Burning me or something. There's the taunt. Really glad I pressed Ice Beam there. Taunt does make this really obnoxious. Serena's like one of the best anti-Trick Room mons, I swear. That Ice Beam was really juicy. No! Oh! Oh my god, this turn 1 couldn't have gone worse. Couldn't have gone worse for me. I had a free KO onto that Politoed as well. This is really unfortunate. Oh man, that was rough. I think I might live though. I do live the next Ice Beam, so that's good. If I can unthaw here, dethaw, unthaw, whatever the right verbiage is, I think I still will be okay. No, they're gonna double tap him. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was just so sad. Like, I had a free KO on a Toad. That was such a good turn for me. Toad is a really important mon to KO, just because I am relying on Incineroar in the late game to help deal with Kartana. So, like, yep, there it is. It does suck to lose my Rillaboom like this and miss out on a free KO, because this is a very aggressive Politoed. I am going to get an Ice Beam off on a Kartana, though, which doesn't feel bad. So I'm okay with that. Did I bring Sylvie on it? I think I brought her Shifu. Ice Beam on a cart. Oh my gosh, that is not AV. That is a very aggressive Kartana. Oh, I brought Sylvie on, actually. Okay. Well, now dealing with Kartana is I mean, that's good for me if I can deal with Kartana. Also, P2 is still looking like phenomenal. Like, how do they actually deal with P2 at this point? I'm intimidating them. They're probably going to Scald me. They're probably going to switch to Serena and Scald, right? That'd be my expectation. I'm going to Ice Beam and Parting Shot. I'm actually so sad about not killing Toad. Oh, man. Okay. They would drop Politoed. Exactly, yeah. Into Serena, right? Into Serena, yeah. This is great. This is good stuff. And they're going to Sacred Sword my P2. That's going to do nothing. I'm so bulky. And this... Oh, it's Life Orb. Interesting. Okay, this game still looks great. Do you think it's like Specs Politoed? It's got to be Specs. I'm a Solvus Boomer. Of course it's Specs Toad. It's totally Specs Toad. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's Specs Toad for sure. It's really, really offensive and really fast. That's why it outsped my Boomer, because my Boomer's fast. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not fast. It's got 4 speed EVs, but it's kind of fast, okay? It's kind of fast. Okay, Cortana's gone, though. That's a huge threat just dealt with P2. A 2-hit KO by Porygon 2. When they don't run AV, so many things just beat Cortana. I bet you Sylveon deals with Cortana really, really well. P2 is looking so good right now, though. I'm not going to lie. Okay, they're going to send in Toad, 100%, right? Mantine. Dude, what does this thing do? Genuinely, what does it do? I'm going to T-Bolt it. I don't want to mess around with it. I'm going to T-Bolt and Calm Mind here. I think it's going to Wide Guard. I think it's going to Wide Guard. They're going to Taunt and Wide Guard. That's my guess. Maybe I should just double tap Serena. Nah, I want to T-Bolt. I want to kill Mantine. Calm Mind actually is so good for me. I think I'm fine. Nah, they're just going to Grassy Glide myself. Oh, that did nothing. And they're going to Hydro Pump my Sylveon? Oh, they're Hydro Pump P2. No, Sylveon. I mean, I'm going to live that, right? Yeah, Sylveon's really bulky. Boom. Calm Mind up. So they've got Grassy Glide. They've got Serena. Dude, I don't think they deal with P2. That's the best part here. They're Awakened Berry, Mantine. Bzz, bzz, Mantine. It does about... I mean, I'll kill it on the next turn. I don't think I need to worry about... I think I just get to freely... rely on P2 to just win this game. Okay, what I'm going to do this turn, I'm going to protect Sylveon this turn and try to Trick Room. And then next turn, I'm going to go for a switch to Incineroar. I just want this free grassy terrain plus lefties. Like, I just want Sylveon to get more healthy, get healthy again, because we took a lot of damage on that last turn. But grassy terrain plus lefties is just honestly one of the MVPs of this team. I think this team is very much like, I don't want to say it's a Sylveon team, but Sylveon is one of the key members, and Sylveon provides a lot of checkmates and a lot of win cons. And Grassy Terrain plus Lefties is a huge part of that, because it basically allows Sylveon free recovery a lot of the time. Like, Sylveon gets to go so hard. I think they have to Grassy Glide me. And they do, and I get Trick Room up for free. But Sylveon is a huge part of this team and a huge member to why this team does so well. And so that hurt. But I don't get confused. I'm not getting haxed yet. And I get this free recovery on Sylv. And the rain stops, but Polytooth is just going to come in and set it up. But at this point, I think P2 has won the game. Like, I really don't see P2 losing this. I think I should be able to take this Glide as well. It is at -1. And I am healthy enough. I think I'm healthy enough. Also, if they switch Mantine out here, it's just going to take Thunderbolt, like Politoed is, so it just doesn't really matter. Also, Grass is gone. I just realized Grass is gone, so now we live for sure. Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt. I don't even care if they Wide Guard. It doesn't actually affect this game. Whew, okay. Even with the freeze, we took this game pretty handily. Knowing Cortana's Life Orb and not AV makes my life so much easier. Nah, I don't care about that. I don't care about the Wide Guard here. It's too late. The damage has been done. T-Bolt's doing mad damage. Alright, Mantine is gone. Awakened Berry has been removed. P2 also just, like, kills everything. Every Pokemon on my opponent's team, P2 can hit super effectively, except for Pikachu, which they didn't bring, and Tapu Koko, which they didn't bring. So, like, P2 just won this game by itself. My opponent just didn't really have too many answers to Porygon this game. Alright, so I think we just Thunderbolt and Hyper Voice. Maybe that Calm Mind was a little greedy, the one I took earlier, but it's not going to affect this game. Because, like, even with that catastrophic freeze onto Boomer, who's amazing into this team, we still won. So I think next game should be even more in our control. Also, I think sometimes when you actually play into the taunt and you don't, like, Ice Beam on the taunt turns, it can be really difficult to deal with taunt because you're just, like, not doing damage for a turn. And I'm glad we called that, and I think that is another part of our success here. Oh my gosh, we 2-hit KO Toad without a special attack boost. Oh my gosh. They're both gone, right? Oh, Serena hangs on with 1. But we still have Incineroar at full HP. They go for taunt again on the P2. Doesn't matter at this point. It's a little late. And yeah, we're gonna go to game 2. I'm really happy with this game. Cause, like, you know, like when you get hacks and you still win, that just means if you don't get hacks next game, you get to go crazy dummy hard. We'll just T-Bolt again and press our Hyper Voice. Okay, that's game 1. We take those. I like it. Okay, so going to game 2, I think we're going to follow the same game plan. I like Sylveon a ton, especially because now that we know Kartana's not AV, it makes killing Kartana with Mystical Fire or even hitting it with a Hyper Voice 10 times more effective because its stats are just, its special defense stat is just absolute trash. So, that being said, we're going to bring the same 4. And we're going to do the same thing. Also, that's got to be Specs Toad because I'm AV Rilla and we did so much damage to it. I feel pretty confident that it's probably Specs Toad. I liked our lead a lot. I think it actually nullifies almost everything they can do. And Instant is actually super important to winning this game. It's so good in the Kartana, so good in the Serena. Parting Shot is just godly against like even Politoed. So I think Instant is a must bring. And I think Rillaboom's a must bring because it's a rain team. And I think P2 just bodies everything. So I imagine we're going to see Pikachu. I think we're going to see like Pikachu. I don't think we'll see Coco. It looks like it's a discharge kind of vibes. But Pikachu Coco seems like a bad lead just because I can just lead Rilla and we're getting terrain. So we'll see. I'm hoping we see the Pikachu. Now we're see just Serena Kartana. Again, we know that Kartana just dies to two Ice Beams. So like I think we're just getting taunted here and like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're actually gonna see. Well, I'm going to U-turn off of Serena, and I'm going to switch into Instant. That's for sure. We get the special attack boost, though. Okay, never mind. We got the special attack boost. We could actually... Okay, here's the thing. We could just kill Kartana with U-turn plus Ice Beam. But then I risk taking so much damage on P2. I think it's worth it, though. Because we're just going to get taunted. Sacred Sword will probably go into P2. We're going to take, like, half. But we're trading Kartana, and then Sylveon can just go crazy here. Yeah, we take half, like I mentioned. But we're going to kill Kartana. Like, I don't know. Half of Porygon's HP for Kartana seems worth. That's all I'm saying. Oh, this thing is so gone because we're at +1. It's so gone. I'll go to Instant. Instant's not the greatest, but Instant puts a lot of pressure on my opponent to, like, actually deal with it, which is good. And it intimidates Serena, which is obviously kind of nice as well. We're going to have to rely on Sylveon to win this game because we let P2 take too much damage, but I think that's okay. I'm always okay with that. Because killing Kartana is so good. Like, Kartana's their only answer to Sylve. So, like, trading this seems so positive for me. And they're forced to taunt. Like, I mean, they could have glided, but what would they would have done? Half to Porygon 2? Who cares? Because to kill P2, they actually have to double it this turn. When they send in Toad, yeah. They have to double P2 to kill it. Which they might do. But then I would get a free Parting Shot. I don't need Instant that much. I'm willing to just go for Parting Shot onto Politoed. And then I'm willing to just Ice Beam Serena. Because if they do Scald P2, I'm okay with that. Because that means I get a free Parting Shot off. And if they have to Scald Glide. They're gonna U-turn me. Watch him like Ice Beam Instant going for like a crazy read. Alright, what Mon is coming in here? Probably Mantine again, right? It is Mantine. They brought the same 4 Pokemon, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think we dealt with it just fine. They miss Hydro Pump on the Instant. That's big. I mean, that's probably game. That's definitely game. That's so game. They locked in the Hydro. That just tells me it's more specs. I would have lost Instant there, which I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty nice that we didn't. It's pretty nice that we didn't. Alright, Boomer comes in, but he's got that AV, so like he can take a Hurricane from Mantine. That was decent damage. Also, Porygon 2 is starting to heal. Like, Porygon 2 is starting to become an issue. I'm just gonna go for Drum Beating into Mantine, and then I'm gonna go for Ice Beam into Politoed. Because I think they're gonna switch Politoed into Serena. Maybe I should have just punished Politoed with a Glide. Like Thunderbolt Glide, and like I don't care that Serena comes in. Yeah, because they stayed in, see? I could have punished, but I think Drum Beating's also just fine. It's going to do mad damage. P2 is also going to take that. They have to hit 2 Hydros. They actually miss another one, which is great for me. I didn't really punish that miss. But yeah, this is just a game of Hydro Pump misses. Oh, now Mantine's dead. They're locked in. This is over. They're locked into Hydro Pump. All I have to do is Drum Beating Toad. They can't freeze me this time. I can actually freeze them. But yeah, it's over because Instant will 1v1 the Serena in the late game. GG. Yeah, I mean, I think we just absorbed their offensive pressure, and I think that's how you have to beat hyper offense teams a lot of the time, is like they're all about being really aggressive and dealing lots of damage, and if you can absorb that pressure for 1 or 2 turns and then fire back, I almost just did dumb stuff there, but if you're able to do that, it's just a free win a lot of the time. And like, I've spent a lot of time playing balanced type teams or very defensive type teams, and then just trying to win in the late game against these type of teams, and so I'm very comfortable playing against these things. And usually it does just take, oh, they crit me on the last one. All it takes is just absorbing the pressure, and I think we did that really well here. They are actually going to get this Hydro Pump off. Oh, on the P2. I thought they went for Rilla. But P2 is going to faint, but it's okay. Politoad's going to faint. We bring in Instant. We just parting shot them to death, really, until the rain ends, and then Flare Blitz. But now that the Toad is gone, yeah. See, we would have got the KO in game 1, but yeah. This game was a little bit closer, I think, just because, like, Politoad actually did a lot of damage, and I let it stick around for too long, but we got the cart turn 1, and that was the Sylveon answer. Like, we never even needed Sylveon to win the game. Like, we had Sylveon the whole time, and it was ready to checkmate the 3 Pokemon that they had, but we never needed it. So, we just won without even using our ace, if you will. Alright, we're just gonna parting shot here. This is just the safest play. We'll send this thing to -3. They will kill Rillaboom, but this thing's at -3 versus Incineroar. There is no way it's able to deal with this. Like, there's no way it can deal with Sylveon. We do have to wait the rain out a little bit. Like, once the rain's gone, like, we'll actually do mad damage, but even still, like, Flare Blitz Hyper Voice to death will not. We won't have an issue here. That's crazy, yeah, because we intimidated. Parting shot, -1. Again with Intimidate. Oh, man. Intimidate is broken. Intimidate's nutty. I think the less Pokemon you have and the longer the game goes, like Incineroar's stocks just like rise. Like, it's a good mon in the early game, but it is absolutely insane in the late game once you can set up checkmates. Like, obviously we can't even fake out. Sometimes in these formats you can just fake out to death, like in the late game. That's why it's essential to put as much pressure as possible and deal with Instant early. Otherwise stuff like this can happen where you just start to lose to Intimidate spam. But we're gonna take this game probably in maybe the next 2 turns. We'll have to see. Like, yeah, canceled. Okay, I mean, like, it would probably take 2 turns because of the rain, but we win. That was a quick set. Again, thank you, Joe, for the team. But we're 2-0, which means if we win 2 more, we make top cut of the tournament, and that's our goal. We're trying to win this money once again. It's all about that money grind. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great, amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.